Hey dudettes, Mr. Theorist here. Welcome back to another Game of Thrones theory video. If you watched my last video, in which I said that there were 7 characters in Game of Thrones that seem to, very suspiciously, be able to be connected to the 7 gods. I didn't say that specifically they were the 7 gods. It's very coincidental that you can match 7 big characters in Game of Thrones with 7 aspects of the one god in Game of Thrones as well. And don't know if George R. R. Martin done it deliberately, but I very much feel there is probably going to be a revelation of the connection between them. In that video, I pointed out 2 aspects of the gods that now I think about it, and after watching episode 4, Spoils of War, it's made me rethink. Just 2 aspects. The rest of it, completely the same. I recommend you go watch it. I'll leave a link in the description. Also somewhere else on the screen is some part of the video. And the 2 aspects I'm revising is the maiden character and the stranger. Initially, I'm going to tell you, please do go watch this video. Shamelessly plugging. I said the maiden character was Arya. Because, well, Arya, she's not corrupted. She's still young. Obviously, she's still a maiden. The old term for maiden is someone who hadn't been married or had sex. And that was Arya. But now I rethink this. And I think more that the 7 characters each need to have some type of Valyrian weapon now. And several of the characters that I've named as the 7 do have Valyrian weapons. And I feel that more will when other Valyrian weapons are either made or ones that are currently wandering around, say in a citadel with Sam and his father's sword. Because I'm pretty sure that's Valyrian sword as well. That yeah, like any of the Valyrian weapons we found will be melted down and given to these 7. And in Spoils of War, Arya was given a dagger, which is, okay, Arya, she's the maiden. But then it got me thinking, no, the real maiden of the show, the one that we've seen, has never really had any interaction with men and fallen in love with any men, who is pure because she made an oath, which she kept for like the entirety of the show, from season 2 when she made the oath all the way to now, and she has a Valyrian sword. You know who I'm talking about, guys. I'm talking about Brienne. Now, I'm not saying that she's a true maiden and everything, but in the show, we've never seen her sleep with anyone. All men that have seen her seem to be a bit like, you're not really pretty, you're kind of mannish. Harsh. Game of Thrones men, you're horrible people. Well, apart from the free man, I can't remember his name. The ginger wildling. In the comments, guys, please tell me. I cannot remember his name for the life of me. Jorah? It's not Jorah, is it? No, it's not. But yeah, like, he's giving her a look, and she's almost not understanding what he means by these looks. She's very innocent, and she has a pure heart because of her oath. And therefore, I'm changing what I said in my video. The maiden character is Brienne. But what about Arya? Arya now has a Valyrian dagger. What about her? Well, in another one of my Game of Thrones theory videos, I pointed out that Bran very much could have connection to the Red God. I did this video ages ago, as soon as we had Hold the Door episode, and I'm going back and saying, yeah, if I'm saying that Bran is the Red God, he can't be one of the aspects of the 7. They are 2 separate gods, and I should have thought of that. So, this frees up the stranger. And of course, Arya fits the stranger aspect. She is a faceless person now. She is essentially neither male nor female. No one really trusts them. And is very powerful. She aspects of the stranger. And she has a Valyrian weapon, which then connects us now. Jaime has a Valyrian weapon. Arya has a Valyrian weapon. Brienne has a Valyrian weapon. Jon Snow has a Valyrian weapon. That's 4 of our 7 aspects. All have a Valyrian weapon. And you throw Gendry into it, Gendry's the blacksmith, knows how to make weaponry. Maybe with Sam's sword, he forges other Valyrian weapons for the rest of our seven. And when the seven have to come together in the last season to take on the White Walkers, they'll all have their Valyrian weaponry. Now, this video isn't just a revising of that. I wanted to start this video off with that. It's also kind of a prediction video of where I think we're going to be standing by the end of this season. I'm going to start with the obvious. We, as a fan base, are pretty much, from all the YouTube videos I've seen, are in agreement that we're going to lose... her name just escaped me. Cersei. Her name just went blank for a second. I couldn't remember. Yeah, we're going to lose Cersei this season. I've seen some videos that reckon that Jaime's going to die alongside her. But if my theory about the Seven is true, he has to last until the last season at least. So he'll kill Cersei here, and that will be his final step to him becoming a real hero of Westeros. He will be one of the seven aspects. So yeah, Cersei, bye-bye Cersei. Again, another character that the show's been red herring, very subtly, but red herring that he's going to die. And this is Littlefinger. More than likely, Littlefinger's going to be dying probably by one of the two sisters, either Arya or Sansa. I fear a little bit that if he really feels that Sansa isn't helping him with his grand plan, he might try and kill Sansa. Hoping not, because I feel that she might have another role to play. But at the same time, as much as we are seeing that she is a good warden for the North, at the end of this video I'm going to explain how I think the whole show's going to end, and she doesn't really fit in with that. That might be because I want my theory to fit better. I'm thinking she's going to die. At the same time, I worry for her with how close her and Littlefinger are getting. And if Littlefinger thinks that you're not really helping with his plan, like with with Joffrey, and he feels that he can gain from your death, he will kill you. If he feels he can gain from Sansa's death, he will kill her. It's all about the throne for him. Yeah, loving as her mother, he got her mother killed. Loving her, yeah, if she's in the way, he'll get her killed. But if so, Arya will kill him. If not, Sansa killing him. What else? Onion Knight, I think he'll be okay. I'm a little worried for him this season. How close he is to Jon Snow, and Jon Snow being one of the big heroes. He may have to be a death that Jon Snow has to take. Don't think so, though. I'm pretty much feel safe for most of the characters. Jaime, Dany, Jon. Bran is basically a god as the Three-Eyed Raven now. He is untouchable in this show. Arya's gonna live. Who do we have left? Oh, Tyrion. Yeah, Tyrion's gonna live because of how I think the whole show is gonna end. Varys and Melisandre. The fact that Melisandre said that both of them are gonna die in Westeros is interesting. I don't know whether she might survive the last season just to give them one last push against the White Walkers before she dies. Or maybe her and Varys' death was connected somehow. The fact that she said that they're both going to die in Westeros a couple of episodes ago is interesting. I'm sorry if I sound snotty and everything, guys. I've not been well. My birthday happened, and then straight after it was like, illness! Ugh. Anyway. So yeah, they're definitely going to be screwed by the end of this season, if not next. Missandei, it's kind of like Onion Knight. She may die, she may not. Yeah, I'm more thinking of the bigger characters. So we're definitely going to lose Cersei this season, and I feel Littlefinger, we're definitely going to lose him. Possibly Sansa. So yeah. But my big theory on how I feel that Game of Thrones will finish, I've not seen anyone really give this this idea out, which is quite interesting. My roommate or my housemate, the other guy who does my ramble reactions with, he came up with this, and it's been brewing in my head, and I really think it fits with my reasoning for why the White Walkers exist. And this is my prediction now. I'm throwing it out there, guys, for how I think the final season will finish at Game of Thrones. And that is that the scrolls that Sam is reading, or maybe some other information Sam will get, Sam will find out the White Walkers exist because obviously we know the Children of Earth originally created them to go against man. We don't really know the real reason, but I've heard that's from the books. Potentially that's what it is. And if that's the case, then obviously then Children of Earth would actually this doesn't work. We're going to have to team up with man to defeat the White Walkers because they're a bigger threat than man is. But the reason White Walkers were originally created is this dragon glass that got put into the Night King, and then he began to build his army, so what we're kind of assuming. But just stabbing someone with dragon glass makes you a White Walker. I think there's a spell included as well, I would think. And I think it'd be something like White Walker, I give you life to destroy the evil of man. Something along those lines. And then when Children of Earth teamed up with man, man became in a way uncorrupted again, and that's why the White Walkers were able to be defeated and they left. Because you guys know from my other theory video that I'll leave a link. I'll basically leave a link to all of my Game of Thrones videos in the description. The White Walkers exist because of man's corruption, and that the only way White Walkers can truly be defeated is if the corruption is destroyed. And what's the biggest corruption in the entire Game of Thrones? It's Westeros itself. Now, I'm not saying they destroy Westeros, like dragonfire the entire thing, burn it all to the ground. No, I'm saying that the idea of Westeros being this one conglomerate of 7 kingdoms together ruled by one. And this is Dany's plan, isn't it? To become the queen and rule over the 7. I think she's going to have a change of heart. And the end of the series, after Sam has given the explanation, look, the only way the White Walkers stop is if we stop being a corrupted species. If man stops killing himself over power. So what Dany will do, she and probably Jon, with Jon being Targaryen as well, will make the decision the throne can no longer, the Iron Throne can no longer be the single power in the entire 7 kingdoms. And that they should be divided as 7 again. And this is why I think that Sansa will not be the Warden of the North, because Jon will take up the North. Because he is the ice aspect of the great song of Fire and Ice. He will be a warden, a caretaker, what's the other name? Like, not a king, but someone who looks over, mayor, in a way, of the North. Tyrion will be in Westeros, in King's Landing, and will be a mayor of there. Dany will go east again. She will decide that her life goal was initially to take the throne, but now she has divided it among that. She doesn't need it anymore. She doesn't want to be anywhere near Westeros. And the place where she did the most good was east. Well, in Essos, and where all the slavers are. And she will go live out a nice life there. Ironbanks will possibly go to Yara if she survives. If not, it will go to someone else that will be a surviving member. Maybe even Arya will go there and rule the Ironbank element. And you see what I mean, guys? Any surviving character, they divide the land up and not specifically rule over it, but maintain the land. There will be no single king, no single queen, just the 7 kingdoms being the 7 kingdoms. And man will learn, will not be corrupted, hopefully, and that will be the real reason the White Walkers will no longer exist, because man's corruption is gone. That's how I feel Game of Thrones will end. And with that, this is potentially going to be my last Game of Thrones theory video. I'm not saying it will be, because they could throw some curveballs in the last couple of episodes and my brain goes into overdrive and goes, oh, my viewers need to hear this. But for now, I feel this might be the last one I do. I hope you've enjoyed this video, guys. As I say, I will leave a link to all of my Game of Thrones videos in the description below. Go check them out, please. My Red God one blew up when I first did it. I was one of the first to sort of get this idea to Bran being connected to the Red God because of his time travel capabilities he now has as the Three-Eyed Raven. Yeah, I have some fun ones. I have a How Clegane Bowl Can Still Happen video. And who the real reason is that the White Walkers have decided to return. Not specifically just because Westeros still exists, but because of a specific person. I recommend you go watch them all, guys. And if you've enjoyed this video, please hit that like button. Leave a comment. Tell me the name of that wildling, the ginger dude that's kind of got a thing for Brienne. Please, his name has escaped me. I'll probably remember it as soon as I stop doing this video. It's really annoying. I should have researched, didn't I? Damn. Balls. And if you would, guys, if you haven't already, please subscribe to this channel. It really helps. And until next video, guys, I will catch you all later. Bye!